Hello, my name is Femi Alison.
And I'm Alison Robson.
We'll be talking about the CRP, which is the Conservation Reserve Program, and water quality benefits from the CRP. The CRP is a land retirement program, which means programs that remove land from crop production, and in exchange for this land removed, farmers would receive payments to help technical assistance and establishment of permanent cover. In the 1980s, it was noticed that visible harmful effects of agriculture was seen in soil productivity, water quality, erosion, and habitat loss, and the conservation programs added to highlight rural development and supply control to the program. Um, it's a voluntary land retirement conservation program, and it has a 10 to 15-year contract on it. It's also it's also overseen by the Farm Service Agency, and it has a yearly rental payment. The main goal is to re-establish valuable land cover to help improve water quality, prevent soil pollution, soil erosion, and reduce loss of wildlife habitat. The structure is that to be eligible, the farmer has to have owned land for 12 months. So which means that This means that you have to have previously in the last 12 months owned and worked on a farmland. And there are certain exceptions to that, however. For the general CRP sign up, the USDA will announce it and accept bids, and then the offers are ranked against each other based on the EBI, which is the Environmental Benefit Index. The EBI helps to determine what rank your bid is going to be in, and there are certain benefits to this ranking system, like you can see in the slide. We also have the continuous CRP sign-up, which will be talked about in length, and it focuses on environmental sensitive lands and certain practices, and it offers are automatically accepted, not subject to competitive bidding.
This graph shows the amount of enrolled lands per year in CRP. As you can see at the beginning, it was slow to get up. However, it maxed at 37 million acres per year in 2007, and it has been slowly declining because of economic pressures in the agricultural sector recently. Some CCRP practices that are accepted for use in helping water quality include vegetative filter strips, which is shown in this first picture, and it's just grassland around streams or waterways to slow runoff and also to filter potential pollutants. Grassed waterways are shown in the second picture, and it is just grass channels that are adjacent to cropland. It's designed to naturally drain water from the cropland, and it also filters chemicals and sediments. For the final row, the first picture shows wetland restoration, and wetlands provide a lot of environmental benefits, including habitats and filtering pollutants before they go into subsequent waterways. So for wetland restoration, you have to reestablish plant, soil, and water in the graded wetland area. And for the final picture, it's a riparian buffer, which is just trees along the stream, much like the filtered strips. In 1997, they saw that erosion was not helping enough to help with water quality, and so following 1997, they came up with the EBI to focus more on water quality. And seen from this graph, you can see that there was a lot of sediment going into rivers and streams from family farms. So some impacts on the water quality as a result of CRP. It has been keeping more than 600 million pounds of nitrogen and more than 1,000 million pounds of phosphorus from flowing into rivers, streams, and lakes. And nitrogen and phosphorus come from fertilizers used in agriculture. It also has a lot of economic benefits. Since the change in the EBI index, it's had a lot of public works benefits from reduced maintenance of water filtration methods. It also has a lot of reduced industrial water costs, and also there's been increased water recreation since the water has become more clear and more able to fish.
Having seen these economic and environmental benefits, we've seen some other alternative policy. Um, an example is the Missouri Department of National Resources and the water resource program that they have. It's state sponsored and it involves construction or renovation of water resource project that's submitted and approved. We also have the soil and water conservation program. The major difference is that it provides financial incentives first, but the farmers also do not retire the land. Lastly, we have the Federal Working Land Conservation Programs, and it involves environmental quality incentive programs and conservation stewardship programs. Thank you.